What is up, guys? Annie Tier Guild Forever. This is a review slash rewatch to Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Episode 1. Now, for those of you that don't know, I did watch this anime a long time ago, way back then. And it is still, for me, one of the best Gundam series I have ever seen. Also, for those of you that don't know, I am also a huge mech fan. I love mech anime, love everything related to mech. So yeah. For those of you wondering why I started this, is because even though I've already rewatched it, I know the series, I know how it ends, I know everything about it. The point of me doing a rewatch and uploading this is to get others who haven't watched it, or to get others who have watched it, to enjoy this with me. Because once again, the purpose of this is to get others who haven't watched it to enjoy this fantastic series. So, and for those of you that don't know, this will not take up anywhere in the schedule. This is not a part of the schedule. This is a series that I will be watching maybe 1 or 2 episodes whenever I have time, whenever I have spare time. For those of you that are interested and would like to see more, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, this is just to get people that haven't seen it to get into it with me. Because for those of you that don't know, I will be getting a new game soon on Steam that I will be wanting to do for myself. Maybe not anytime soon, but maybe every now and then. And in that game, there is so many stories relating to the Gundam franchise. So many stories, so many Gundams, so many pilots. And I want to put that on my channel. Not this one, but on my gaming channel. So if you guys don't know my gaming channel, the link is in the description below. But yeah, I'll be playing that and not having it as live stream though, but like as videos I post up every now and then on my gaming channel. But yeah, this and the reason why I wanted you guys to watch this series is to have some affiliation to Gundam, and because this story is in that game. But once again, this is just something I wanted to do personally for myself, and to get those that don't know the greatness of Gundam or Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. This is a series that you don't even need to be a Gundam fan to know. Like, you don't need any knowledge of Gundam to watch this show. This show is a masterpiece all on its own. And the mobile suits, what is the title that is known for most Gundam series. They're known as mobile suits. And yes, Gundams are like the theme of this show. And yes, you see that a lot in dispute, whenever handling dispositions, handling issues or anything, problem solving, all done with mobile suits. But the main driving force of this show is definitely the characters and how the plot goes along, and it has one of the most best stories I have seen to me in regards to Gundam, because Gundam series is very typical. It has to do with like a small oppressing rebellions fighting against what is known as a federation, which is usually a government, some sort of higher military power. And sometimes it's looked at it from both angles. It's looked on from the rebellion side of you, like the rebellions, the ones that are fighting against what they deem the government as a tyranny. And they also have it in view perspective of the federation, the government, that fight these these people in order to preserve their way of life. So that's the one thing I like about Gundam. But there are very rare instances where this show, it still has the government suppression, it still has like people rebellion, but honestly, this show is mainly just a bunch of kids trying to survive while dealing with the government, and all they have to show to use to survive and to thrive and to live on in, the vacuum of space is this Gundam right here, the one where you see his arm severed. I'm not gonna say its name, but you will find out the name later on. But yeah, Hopefully you guys understand. Once again, this is not eating up or a part of the schedule in any way. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be uploading it every day, at least one episode a day, but I will be uploading whenever I have free time. And when I do, I will make sure I'll get it to you guys as soon as possible. Because again, I'm only uploading episodes of Iron-Blooded Orphans whenever I have time, and how can I say this, whenever I'm done with the schedule, like I'm done uploading or recording what I need to record for tonight. Also, on a side note, if people do end up liking this and do want to become more invested in this, then I'll do my absolute best, my most best, to make sure I get everything out of the way first in regards to my schedule and open this up for people, whether it's 1 or 2 episodes a day. And if it's not that crazy popular on my channel, then, or like among people that are interested, once again, for this series, I'm mainly aiming it towards people who've never seen it, people that have never seen it before. So if you guys would take just 30 minutes out of your way, watch this one episode or whenever I can, and let me know if you like it, I'll put more. And if it turns out it does great in regards for views and comments and everything, if people actually enjoy it, then I'll bust out more than one episode. So yeah. Okay. But overall, yeah, let's just talk about the episode itself. For once, well, I don't want to say too much because once again, I know the series. It's primarily involving just it puts it into perspective in regards to these kids, these what they call them space rats kids that were born in the orbit, born not on Earth, which they spend every day of their lives working just to get a meal or just to survive the upcoming days. Even if it means like subjecting themselves to these harsh, humiliating labors, until in the first episode they get a threat that is beyond their abilities, and they had to resort to something like this, which is a Gundam. For those of you that don't know, that are new to the Gundam franchise or don't know anything about the Gundam franchise, Gundams in most cases are known as White Devils. The reasons why they're known as White Devils is because they are seen as a fearsome force. One Gundam is enough to eradicate an entire fleet of mobile suits. They are like in Fairy Tail, they got Dragon Slayers. Dragon Ball Z, they got Saiyans. My Hero Academia, I guess you can say Quarks. This is their god level power source in the show. I don't want to say individual, because a Gundam, well, in some cases Gundams do have some sign of life. In most cases, I don't want to reveal too much, but I will say this Gundam right here, this one in particular, this one is in fact a special case because it is in fact alive. For those of you wondering how is he alive, I'm not going to say that. You're going to have to find out if you're interested. But yeah, it is, but I will say this, even though I like this Gundam, even though it's definitely one of my, oh my god, like design wise, this Gundam is beautiful. For those of you wanting to search this Gundam out, and if you're curious on how the full design specs look like, just DM me on Discord. For those of you that don't know, the Discord link is in the description of this video. It's in the description of all my videos. So if you want to know the complete name of this Gundam, either you can DM me or you can just wait until like until it's revealed as I watch this. Also, the reason why I wanted to start this up, because yeah, I'm getting this Gundam game that's giving me real hype, like real hype, like because here's the thing, this Gundam game is usually something, because it has a series. This game is usually region locked. So that means you would have to import it from Japan if you want to play it. And there's the language barrier, so it's hard for you to play in general. It's actually a strategy RPG game. think of, okay, how this gameplay is. I'll give you a super simple, easy to know how the gameplay is. Think of Fire Emblem, but Gundam. Easy? Yeah. That's how it is. Gameplay wise, with amazing animated like features. Like when they do attacks and whatnot, they have amazing animated features whenever they do attacks and whatnot. Anyway, I'm getting lost in thought. But yeah, like I was saying, even though this is one of my most favorite designing Gundam, I would not want anyone to pilot this thing. If all honesty, I wish no one would pilot this thing. But in these characters' situation is understandable why. But yeah, this thing, I will not get into detail, but this thing will kill you. This thing will straight up kill you. Like, once again, if you want to find out more, you can just keep up with me, and we'll get to that point eventually in the series. So yeah, hopefully I can get people interested in this, because once again, this is one of my favorite series. You don't need to be a Gundam fan to watch this. You don't need to have any real Gundam knowledge. It would be nice if you did, but really you don't. You can just watch this and be okay. Because most Gundam series have their own little story anyway. They're not always all the same or continuations of themselves. Most of them, or if not all of them, have their own story. So yeah, it's just better to have some knowledge. But either way, yeah, let's just get to the question. Question 1. What did you thought of this first episode? What did you thought of me uploading this in general? Do you mind it? Do you mind it? Do you not mind it? Would you like to see more of this? Let me know if you would like to see more of this in the comment section below. Or in addition to your thoughts. Question 2. Question 2 is, are you a Gundam fan? If you're not a Gundam fan, then you can then answer it this way. If you're not a Gundam fan, tell me why is that, but as long as you're being respectable about it. Question 2. Oh well, no, this is still within question 2. If you are a Gundam fan, what's your history with Gundam? I'd like to know in the comment section below. But don't make it paragraphs long, because at that point it's tedious to read. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.